Today, the moon continues in Capricorn and then goes into Aquarius just around 8:30 a.m. Pacific time, shifting into that air sign that gets us shaking things up, thinking at higher levels, and opening to new possibilities, new ideas. As the moon continues in Aquarius throughout the day, later in the day, it will join up with Pluto. So we do have that intense energy of the Pluto moon combination coming together with Pluto, the planet of power, and the moon, the mood of the day. So taking us into a deeper place, focusing on those deeper truths and where we are transforming on the inside. We also have, as the day goes on, Mars getting closer to Mercury, which is retrograde in Pisces. So we have that volatile combination of the Mars energy together with Mercury retrograde. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro vibe for Saturday, March 14th. And as we enter this Aquarian moon mood vibe, and the moon is waning, of course, heading into the upcoming new moon in Pisces. But before that, we go through the Aquarius moon coming full circle from where we began this moon cycle with the new moon and solar eclipse in Aquarius. So, kind of coming full circle to completing the work we've been doing in thinking about freedom, thinking about new ideas, thinking about authenticity. What does it mean to be your true self? What does that look like? Where do you need to make some changes in your life to be in alignment with your true self? So, reflecting back on this moon cycle and kind of considering where you have come or what you've learned or what you've been working on or processing on the inside in terms of your own self understanding. And of course, we have Mercury retrograde. So, Mercury's been retrograde much of this moon cycle. So, in Pisces, so that Mercury energy is taking us into a review process. But as we review and go inward, with our processing of information, we're doing it in Pisces, and Pisces dissolves everything. So it's sort of unclear what's happening or how to think about things or what direction we should be thinking or going in. So we've got that energy going on. But at the same time, we really are having this opportunity to open our hearts to a bigger picture of understanding and seeing ourselves in and our lives really in the context of what is unfolding in the world around us and finding our own path of authenticity. What does it look like to be your own person, to be yourself, to be true to who you are? And today's, of course, we have Pluto in Aquarius. So as the moon joins up with Pluto later in the day, we this is a really powerful, potent process. And so there's some transformation going on here, right? It's not an ordinary sort of coming back to how where are you at and how you've always seen yourself and how are you moving toward your goals and all that kind of stuff. This is really taking us to a new level of what really matters in the bigger picture. How do we see ourselves? And how do you see yourself in the context of what's unfolding in the world? How that is asking you to reevaluate and see yourself contributing and to look deep, right? Because contributing to making the world a better place doesn't look only one way, right? There's not a right and wrong to it. It really has to come from that deeper place of truth and your own soul, and your these deeper questions of like, what are you here for really? and how can you make steps in that direction. So these little action steps I've been talking about. And we had the moon in Capricorn, so getting organized and kind of finding our feet beneath us to figure out what that looks like moving forward. But this moon Pluto conjunction later today takes us into that deeper place of, wow, it could be things like, I hadn't thought of it that way before. What am I learning about myself? What's emerging? What's surfacing in my understanding, in my awareness that I haven't really either known about or been able to articulate, or maybe it's been there but I haven't wanted to think about it, or I've been in denial. So those kinds of things, it's really about this deeper truth coming to light, coming to awareness. And at the same time, our awareness is expanding in ways that allows us to understand and integrate information at more complicated levels. So what does that look like for you? What are you noticing in terms of who you are, what you're learning about who you are, what it means for you and your life? These questions, as we come back to the Aquarius moon energy and complete, come full circle with that Aquarius new moon, and finishing, having a sense of completion, at least for this moon cycle. Although, of course, that eclipse energy can continue to ripple out into the future, and it can easily be something that we continue to work on. So, as always, you don't have to do it all today. You don't have to be perfect, but these are things to think about. And then we also have Mars heading toward its conjunction with Mercury retrograde. So that Mars energy really is saying, things are unstable, things could be volatile, actions could happen that connect to our information and our understanding in unpredictable ways, in people acting out from illusions, delusions, confusions. And, some of that is certainly unfolding in the world around us. So look for that. Look for the deeper truth. Try to ground within yourself so that you can see things more clearly, and you can see where you have been, deceived or manipulated or gaslit, or, it's like, where have you been a consumer of information that wasn't the most healthy for you? And just like junk food, right? We all do it, right? Most people in modern society are participating in it in one way or another. So it's not, it's not like something you should feel guilty about. It's really just about an opportunity to see it more clearly for what it is. And this could be whatever in your life has had you going down a path based on information that was either incomplete, confusing, an illusion or a fantasy, something that was manipulative, something that had you believing something that really either wasn't true or wasn't the full truth, or, things like that. So those are some things to be aware of with today's energy. As always, take good care of yourself. And so a lot of the self-care for today could look like simply coming into awareness of your own patterns, your own ways of being, your own needs, your own perspectives on the world and how those might be changing, and especially your own role within what is happening in your immediate life as well as in the wider world. So thanks for being here. I'm Marina Orms, and transformationalastrology.com. I will have very soon available, the reading of my book, and I'm excited to share it with you. I've just run into some snafus trying to get it ready. So Mercury retrograde. Anyway, it's coming. So stay tuned, and transformationalastrology.com. Go grab a free account. You'll be notified when those are available, as well as becoming part of my member community, which I'm excited to share with you as well. Thanks for being here. Thanks for subscribing to this YouTube channel. I'm here every day with astrology for unshakable self-care. Bye for now.